Virzi Effect podcast show. My name is Paul Virzi, and you guys listening to episode 536. And I am back in the studio, the TVE home studio. Some of you like it. Some of you like when I'm in another studio. I don't know. We got one in LA. We got one in New York now. And this is home base. So, excuse me. I am here and I am ready to give you guys another great solo episode of TVE. So sit back, buckle up wherever you may be, in your car, in your cubicle, on the treadmill, or just chilling. I want to say to everybody that I really appreciate all of your subscriptions to TVE. And I want to say that in the last couple of months, TVE has gained a couple more thousand subscribers. So thank you so much for that. I want to thank everybody with the kind words about the first one we did in my New York studio with comedian Akash Singh. I had such a great time with that. So thank you guys for subscribing. Please get the Virzi Effect podcast anywhere you get your podcasts, iTunes, Spotify. Tell a friend. Thank the new subscribers, and of course the old school ride or dies from the beginning. Got a lot of stuff to talk about on TVE this week. But I mean, what can I say, dude? I mean, I know me and Akash talked about it a little bit, but this Johnny Depp, I just got to talk about this for a second. Okay. And the reason I got to talk about this is because, and I know some people aren't going to like hearing me say this. Okay. Women, maybe women, but I gotta be honest with you, man. And it's just how I feel. And I really feel like that if the tables were turned, there would be different situations. I do hear women talking about how shitty Amber Heard is, but it's not enough. Like if the tables were turned and the audio was Johnny Depp going, "I'm not punching you, I'm just hitting you," he would be fucking, there would be, like she's like, "Oh, really? Do you think the court's going to think it's a fair fight?" Like she's literally verbally and physically bullying this guy. It's coming out and people are just kind of, I mean, I know she's getting a little booze here and there, and I don't want her burned at the stake. I'm not saying anything like that, but I'm not hearing enough, like from when I'm talking about it with people, I'm not hearing women enough, in my opinion, or the outrage doesn't seem enough, because I guess I'm thinking about if the tables were turned. So that being said, though, it's incredible, like I said before, and I don't want to repeat myself on back-to-back podcasts, but I will say that to see somebody that really is getting what they deserve publicly is incredible. Also, her lawyer objecting to his own question. He asked a question, then said objection, hearsay. And the judge goes, "It was your question." And he goes, "Oh, okay." I mean, this is the greatest thing. Watching a bully literally just get beaten and fall to his knees is one of the greatest things ever. So Johnny Depp is doing everything that you should do in a situation where you feel like this and you feel like you have no choice but to defend yourself with your family and everything like that. I mean, she's a bully. She shit in his bed. She physically abused him, all of those things mentally. And I don't want to hear like, I don't want to hear like, well, she's mentally, she's got problems, and do that the other way then too. When it's a fucking dude, do that the other way too. And be like, well, maybe he's got fucking problems. There's no difference here. That's my issue with this. There's no difference here. All right. And, to get physically and verbally abused, I don't care what sex is doing it. When the shit comes out, it needs to be the same outcome for everybody else. So, and not to mention, how funny is Johnny Depp in the courtroom? I mean, he's drawing, he's laughing. He's like, him and his lawyers are like giggling. Like, it's like, this is like incredible. This is like a better Johnny Depp movie. They should make this into a movie, how great this is. Um, but another thing I want to talk about on the show here. I went to Chicago. I surprised my buddy Joe Bartnick, who was doing a special taping at the Den Theater in Chicago. And All Things Comedy was there, Bill Burr producing it, and they did a production with Joe like they did for my first special, I'll Say This. And you know, I was told by a doctor to rest. I've been taking care of myself. I don't know if you guys could see. I'm a little leaned out. I'm a little fresher. Had to make a little lifestyle change. Okay, if I'm being honest, I had to make a lifestyle change in the last couple of weeks. I got back from the Masters and I realized that I just kept having the same issues happening. And without getting into it, I went to the doctor and I found out some things. And luckily, all things that can be taken care of. And I had to make a lifestyle change. Just with the way I use my voice for a living, the way I travel, running around, I just had to really, not that there was any problems with alcohol or drugs, because there was not, you know, but just everything, man. Everything was having to just be, I just got to fucking moderate everything. Okay. And I was told by a doctor I was having issues with my throat. We found out why, because I kept getting laryngitis. I kept doing all this stuff. And I was told that you got to just stop. You got to shut it down for a while. You got to shut it down. No shows for a while, maybe a month. Just shut it the fuck down. No talking that much, nothing. And I did not know if I'd be able to go to Chicago. Okay. But my buddy's shooting his special in Chicago and he came to my special. So I said, fuck it. Against the doctor's wishes, I booked a flight. I flew out direct to Chicago from Westchester County Airport, got there, and everybody knew I was coming in except Joe. I said, don't tell Joe I'm coming in. I want to surprise Joe. So I get there, and like 45 minutes before the show starts, he sees me. It's great. There's a video on Instagram. He's so happy. I'm happy. He's hugging me. It's a great thing. And it's amazing. But I wanted to say something. And I wanted to actually make sure that I wanted to make sure that I said this on the Virzi Effect podcast about the people of Chicago, about the people of the you know, the Midwest, like that whole area. You guys know I love Chicago and Milwaukee, Wisconsin, although that whole area. I got to tell you something, man. There is something really special about the people from that area. The Chicago people, the love, man. There were people from Milwaukee, Wisconsin who drove out. There were people from that whole area. Is such an underrated quality of person. I can't even tell you, man, like the amount of love that they showed for Joe and coming out, and the amount of love that they showed for our whole crew, the amount of people that came up to me, recognized the things that I was doing, said, you know, said some of the kindest things, amazing things. I just want to say shout out to the people of Chicago, that amazing city, man. It's got great food. It's got great people. They're diehard sports fans. When they love something, they love it. When they support something, they support it. And that whole area, man, like I honestly, I was really taken back by it. I was really taken back by it. And I thought it was really, really dope and amazing. And that's why, you know, I want my special to be in that area, you know, close to that area, something that the next time that I do it, obviously, hopefully there's no fucking pandemic involved where that's not gonna, you know, change the course of any decisions like that. But yeah, man, it was so cool to see the love, to feel the city. I was only in there for like less than 24 hours, went to an amazing steakhouse. Joe Bartnick crushed it. Look out for his special coming out. You know, he did such a great job. The room was amazing. His jokes were on point. It was so fun. And just such a great time. I mean, like I said, I was only in and out, but it was amazing. It was amazing. It was a lot of fun. And shout out to everybody. Now, I did myself a disservice by going out. I was supposed to be resting up. I'll go to a loud bar afterwards. I'm like trying to whisper in people's ear. I'm not supposed to talk and all that shit. But it was really dope. It was really dope and amazing. So just wanted to say that, you know. And here's the other thing. And there's another reason why, and I know this is a stupid thing, but that's how dumb people are when it comes to sports, including myself a little bit, where you almost like a place where you're not that much of a rival, right? And I know that's so stupid and ridiculous, but like, I have no hate for Chicago. Yes, Jordan came in and killed us, but it was Jordan and he loved the Garden. The crowd loved him at the Garden. So, you know, as a Giants fan, we don't hate the Bears. There's no really animosity, you know, but like I love the people of Dallas and there's that rivalry. So good people are just good people, man. Sports not like take sports out of it. Good people. Boston is one of my favorite cities. It's the biggest rival. Now, I mean, I don't know. It could get a little fucking, you know, somebody could see a license plate and, you know, my older brother got a cigarette flicked at his car in Boston at a game because he had New York plates. I mean, that's a little much, but you guys know what I'm saying. But yeah, I was like, Chicago just has that like fucking like chill, you know, dope feel where it's just like people are people. Does that make sense? There's no like pretentious bullshit in the Midwest. And I'll take it a step further. People always shit on the Midwest when it comes to politics and voting. Oh, that's the middle of the country. Those are the flyover states. That's this and that's that. It's like, no, that's America, man. Those people are just fucking good people. Put your stupid politics aside, whatever your politics are, and just know. The United States, man, like we have some really fucking dope people. There's only a few states that I'm like, all right, it's a little weird. I won't mention them on TVE. By the way, TVE merchandise is coming out, guys. I'm going to have some hoodies for you guys. I'm going to have some t-shirts in the summer for you guys. So we're putting together some merch. We're going to put together a merch store that's going to be available. We got the special, oh man, my special's coming out on a major platform. I'll just put it that way. Okay. Wink, wink. And soon this summer. So, I will, obviously when that, I already told you guys that though. So, but yeah, that it's done. I can tell you that it's done. There's no, oh, it could be this. It's done. It's a done deal. So we're going to have merch coming out. We got all that fun shit coming out. But yeah, I was talking to somebody today about like how I don't understand, like, you know, I don't have the time in my life to just like, and I know this whole shit is going on with like, you know, there's political stuff in the Supreme Court and Roe v. Wade and all that stuff, but I just never understood. And again, I'm not trying to say that I don't see what's going on and all that stuff. And, you know, I'm a comedian. That's my job, is to be observant, right? Is to see everything and to take it all in like a sponge and then project out my thoughts on it after I've processed it. That's kind of what comedians do, obviously in a humor way. But I really don't understand people that just go on social media and it is just nothing but like political and what's going on in society every time. Even my friends and peers, some of them, it's like everything. People still just like mad at shit from years ago. Look at, oh, I bet you this is going to happen. That's going to happen. Yeah, well, this is the problem with that. If we wouldn't have done that. And it's like, I don't understand. Like, how the fuck are you like walking around life, trying to enjoy life, worrying about shit like that? I'm doing something else. I'm looking at life like this. I'm looking at life like Elon Musk and these dudes are just changing the world in front of our faces to a point where I actually had an epiphany the other day, and I realized, I said to myself, this is what's going to happen. And then I read something that confirmed my thought. And what I said was, you know, the way when you go to like Disney World, or like you'll go to like, there was a restaurant called Mars 2112 or some shit, or Mars 21, whatever it was. Mars 2112 was a place you go in, you get on an elevator and you go up and you're supposed to be in space eating dinner and you see space. I actually have a feeling that that's going to happen. I don't know in our lifetime, but I believe that there was going to be people that can pay a certain fee. You're going to get on a fucking ship. Okay. I'm serious about this. This is going to happen. This is going to happen. So you can take this podcast, you can take this clip, put it in a capsule. This is going to happen. You're going to get on a ship. You are going to go up. You are going to leave the Earth's atmosphere. You are going to be in space. And then you are going to go into some kind of structure that is a restaurant floating outside of the Earth. And you are going to eat a meal. Okay. And do all those things and drink wine and eat a meal and all that shit while looking at Earth. And then you are going to board a ship again, re-enter Earth's atmosphere, come down. That is going to happen, right? And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, they're already talking about building a hotel in space now. So it's like all of this shit, and it's happening. It's literally happening in front of our faces. And like, it's making me feel like we're going to be the people that when they were like, man, they didn't even have, they had horses, like cars are going to be the horses. Does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe I'm talking shit, but what I'm saying is like, we're the beginning of the electric phase. The way back in the day, it was like when the first Ford, the T Ford or whatever model came out. And now we're like the electric phase, but like our kids, it's going to be some wild shit. Like I'm going to spend the night up in space tonight. Like I'm fighting with my girl. I'm just going to fucking space, you know, instead of going to a hotel in the city, you're going to be like, I'm leaving the atmosphere. I'm just going to, you know, you're just going to see a guy looking out his window, staring at Earth. Think about this. Elon Musk is so fucking brilliant. He figured out a way to just shoot a car into space. Like, like if that's not the richest, like some rich white dude shit where he's like, yeah, I'm just going to shoot my car into space with the rocket. Like that's a level of like, it's nuts. I love Elon Musk, man. This guy, I just put something on social media today. He goes, he said something. What did he say? I'll put it on. I'll read it to you. I'll read it to you people in real time. How about that? What did he say? Hold on. He said, Elon Musk said, I hate when people confuse education with intelligence. You can have a bachelor's degree and still be an idiot. So true. It's like, just because you know, like Elon Musk could have left school. Like this guy's so brilliant. He could have left school any age and figured some shit out. Cause he's just like, whatever he would have done, he shot a car. Elon Musk is so like rich and powerful and just has fuck you money. He just shot one of his cars into space just because. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine like waking up and being like, yeah, man, I don't know, dude. I'm thinking about fucking, you know, you know, throwing one of the Teslas through space. What do you think? Let's have a meeting about that. Like he's got money where he can have a meeting about something pointless like that, but just because he could do it. It's incredible. It's incredible. But like I told you guys, I was in an Uber and this dude goes, Elon Musk is going to save Earth one day. And I was like, what do you mean? He goes, because guys like Elon Musk. He said, because there's going to be a meteor coming to Earth and Elon Musk is going to figure out how to fucking break it apart and make it like in the movie Armageddon. Or like Elon Musk will be one of those guys who like can figure out, you know, like he figured out how to like, you know, like, I don't know. I just laugh at like shit like that because like I'm stressed out about having to go to the bank after this podcast. You know, like going to the bank, picking up groceries, getting my kids from school. Like the errands that I have to run today are stressing me the fuck out. And like this guy is just like, I don't know, dude. I think I can catapult a car. I think I could catapult a sedan into the stars. Oh my God. We are living in wild times. We're living in wild times, but I don't know, man. I did, you know, I saw this one guy. I don't know if you guys saw this shit, but this was one that made me laugh. This they were at like some Trump rally and they just got some guy who was just a straight up kook. And he said that like John F. Kennedy is still the president, John F. Kennedy Jr. is the vice president, and he's not dead. And like, and the guy, he was like making up all these things. And I was just like, dude, there are some really wild, fucked up people in this world. We are living in times that are, and it is, we are, and there, make no mistake about this, guys. The reason why we are living in these times are not crazy like people say. So I shouldn't have said crazy times. Times were always crazy. You want to know why? Because people are crazy. Okay, that's really what it is. Times aren't crazy right now. The mental illness of people is able to be exposed like it's never been exposed before through social media. Okay, through online, through the internet, you're able to see crazy where these people would just be sitting home, either fucking talking to a psychiatrist every day on heavy medicine, just sitting in a room on lithium with their thoughts, drawing to the, by themselves. Like now they go out there, they get in front of a camera and they say something like John F. Kennedy Sr. is the president and was never killed, and his son was never killed, and he's the vice president. Like, and those people are able to see. Yes, it seems like times are crazy, but no, mental illness is just thriving as far as publicity. Okay. Put it this way. Mental illness has the greatest publicist ever right now. And it is called the internet. It is called social media. That's really what it is. Mental illness has the best PR it has ever had, ever. And as good as the internet has been for people, and as great as it's been for exposure for great positive things, it has done the absolute opposite for absolute fucking whack jobs. Period. I mean, you can listen to people talking and saying things on social media, and if they're really adamant about it, I mean, it is nuts. Andrew Themeles is calling me right now, so I will pause this. All right. So you guys didn't feel a thing. That was my producer, Andrew Themeles, out there in Beverly Hills. But yeah, there are some crazy theories. And speaking of Elon Musk and stuff that he can do, and crazy people and stuff like that. Here's something that maybe makes you think that I'm crazy. But you guys know, if you've listened to the I'm not a big like conspiracy guy. I got into that for like a second just to be like, but it wasn't like every little thing I said was a conspiracy, but there were some things that I thought were a little weird or iffy. And I'm sure that there's some truth to that. But you guys listen to the episode about the time traveler, which, by the way, I have not gotten any feedback from anybody who saw that man again. I've never gotten any kind of an update from that. An update from that podcast is I have not seen, heard, or anything from anybody in that Arizona area about that man who was dressed from the 20s. Have not at all. Now, a conspiracy theory that I do have and that I do believe is I would not be, and I know this sounds nuts, but you know, if I found out that somebody was a time traveler, if I found out that Elon Musk was somebody that was smart enough to figure that out, if I found out anything like that, I mean, and I don't know if that's true, but I wouldn't be surprised. So I believe in time travel, I guess, or I believe in something like that. I do. I don't know why or how. Maybe I'm nuts. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not feasible, but that's something that I would, you know, it's weird to me. It's weird to me that things that we put in movies a long time ago, like happen. I don't know. You know, write in if you guys think that I'm nuts or if you guys think that I'm. Oh, by the way, I do want to do another update. I want to do another update on TVE. A lot of you guys said I was crazy about my coffee thing. Thank you guys for writing in about that. Saying that you know, it's a little nuts and crazy to think that people that like coffee a certain way. And I think you're right. I think I was a little off with that. I do think people that take coffee just black and it is an easy thing, but it's not fair to say. It's not fair to say that somebody that likes coffee a certain way is, you know, more of a pain in the ass or high maintenance. Maybe there's like a percentage of truth to that, but I get it. Because I was laughing when some of you guys just flat out wrote on YouTube, you got like, Virzi, you're fucking nuts, dude. Like, and you guys were just honest. You guys were like, Virzi, I love you, dude. Love the show. Like, that's just not true. And I was like, okay, I could see that. I could definitely see that. Like, I'm not one of these guys that's going to fight all the things. That's why I kind of asked you guys, you know, just wanted to ask you guys and see what you thought, what's up. But, yeah. And I'm done with coffee for a while. I'm done with anything. So I'm going, just so you guys know, I'm going no booze for months. I'm going no cigar for months. I'm going no coffee for months. Nothing that can harm the throat or anything like that for a while. Just going to shut it down. Nothing with that's like it causes inflammation. I'm going like Tom Brady, just fucking smooth, easy on the stomach, nothing carbonated, nothing that can, you know, cause anything. Cause it's just, yeah, I'm not doing it. So that's where I'm at right now. I hope it works too. I hope, I hope that it helps, you know. Let's get into unacceptable for the week. Shall we get into the unacceptables for the week? This was one that just happened today, and it was one of the weirdest things I've ever experienced as far as driving. I pull out of my driveway, I go down the street, and you come to a stop sign, and you have to make a left or a right. Narrow, kind of narrow. You know, two cars could fit, but it's, you know, and there's just a car sitting like this, blocking the way. Just blocking the way. It's a black sedan with a woman in the driver's seat, blocking the way at the stop sign. I have to, like, I'm just sitting in front and nothing. She's sitting there. She's not looking at me. She's looking forward. At first she was still, and I'm going, oh my God, dude, is this chick dead? I'm not even joking. That's what I thought. I was like, is this chick dead? She was just sitting there with her head leaned up, not moving a second, an inch, a centimeter, just sitting there with it. And I'm going, what? And I'm going like, what the fuck, dude? This is like the beginning of a Law and Order. And then I see her kind of move, and then she puts a phone up and she's talking in the phone. Mind you, the nose of my car, the bumper of my car is like 2 feet from her fucking, like right there. And she does not look at me. She does not make a gesture like I'm sorry. She does not say like she doesn't put the window down and go, my car died. She's help is on the way. She just sits there, looks ahead on the phone, and I'm right there. And I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm going, all right, this is a little fucking weird, right? Isn't that weird? I would think, like, if somebody, as soon as somebody pulled up, I'm going like, even if I had to make hand gestures, I'd be like, Sorry. Like, I don't know, something. I'm Italian. I would she would have known everything with a couple of hand gestures. She'd known everything. Nothing. Staring straight ahead. This and that. So finally I back up and I have to go all the way like around her. My car barely fit. And then I made a left. And then when I got back, she was gone. So it's like, that's unacceptable. That's the unacceptable way. You look at somebody, you say sorry, you roll the window down, be a person. You know, how about that? Be a fucking person and go, oh my God, I'm so sorry. The car died. Somebody's on their way. Can you get around me? If not, I'm so sorry. Like, you do something like that. You don't just sit there in your arrogance and just like, you know. And then I looked and it was like, you know, a Lexus, which I have a Lexus, so I'm not going to shit on Lexus because I love Lexus. But Connecticut plate and Lexus takes it to another little dickhead level. Completely irrational. Doesn't make sense. I don't know why I said that. But yeah, I'm not going to say where I live, but I will tell you this. There is some pretentious assholes out here, and nothing is worse. I've said it before and I'll say it again. There is nothing worse than these cyclists, these arrogant pieces of shit in the middle of the street. And the other day I was coming up a hill going towards my house, and there's a guy in the middle of the street, didn't move over, middle of the street. And I swear to God, I almost said to him, because he didn't move, and I had to go around. And I almost said, hey, buddy, if another car's coming and it's between me and you, you're in the woods, dude. You're in a tree. Okay. I don't give a fuck. Because if it means I'm not coming home to my kids, you're dead. Okay. You're flying into a tree. I don't give a shit. Okay. Your bike will be a pretzel, and I don't want this to happen. I probably shouldn't even be saying this on a podcast because God forbid something happens. It's going to look, I swear to God, I go out of my way to go out of my way for them. I do not want to hurt somebody on a bike. I move, I do that. But the arrogance, the absolute arrogance of these people in the middle of the street when there's no shoulder and cars are coming with families in them, and you got to go around these assholes. Okay. And oh my God, dude. Bartnick's got a great bit about it. These people dressed like Spider-Man. Dude, I swear to God, I wanted to hit this guy or scare the guy just to fucking stay in my lane. So he swerved over. The worst, the absolute worst. But I do live in an area where there is a little bit of that, like, you know, it's like, I get it, man. You're riding your bike and you love being a cyclist and you love being on a 10-speed and you love doing that on the weekends. That's great. But like, make an effort to understand that like a car that has to go over the double yellow because you're an asshole in the middle can get killed while somebody else is coming on a blind turn. So understand that. So your little fucking cute little bike thing, your little fucking gang of fucking 10 speeders that meet up and fucking can kill somebody. Okay. And I'm going to tell you this right now. If it's between me or you, you're flying through the woods or you're flying through a car. It's just going to happen. If it's between me and you, I'm not killing anybody in my family or myself because you want to go on a fucking bike ride. So move the fuck over. All right. Now I'm getting mad. See, I didn't want to. I was having a good time. You guys saw me laughing, having a good time talking about Elon Musk shooting cars into space, Johnny Depp taking his chick to the fucking mat, all this stuff. I was having a good time. And now I'm just like, and it's like this lady sitting down there. It's like, look, I should have got out of the car, knocked and said like, do you need help? Like, why aren't you talking? Do you know what I mean? Like, why aren't you talking? That's what I don't like about people. It's like, are you so in your own shit that you're like people, listen, man, people that aren't courteous to other people, I have a big problem with. Okay. Those are my pet peeves. You guys know. And I grew up with shit that I didn't like. So since I grew up with shit I didn't like, I like to rectify it in my life. I like to fix it in my life. Okay. I do not like cheap people. I don't like people that are frugal. Why do you think I am the way I am with money? I don't like that because I was around that shit. I saw that shit, watching money, watching this, hoarding money. Fuck that. That's why I don't like it. I don't like selfish people. Selfish, cheap, and people who don't treat people the way they want to be treated. I can't do it. I can't fuck with it. I just can't. You know what I mean? So yeah, I didn't want to, I didn't want to get it like that. Last thing I'll talk about before I get out of here and do my plugs, because I'm coming to a town near you. Look what I'm holding as I'm doing this. I'm just holding this. This is Eli fucking Manning bobblehead in my office. It's never going anywhere. It is one of my favorite possessions in here. You guys know how much I love Eli, and I'm just, look, the 2 rings the kid got. I mean, 2 parades. It's a good looking bobblehead, you know. Anyway, all right. So I got to decide on a car. I'm going to tell you people on the Virzi Effect what my choices are, what I'm thinking about doing. And I'm going to do what I'm going to do, but I'll tell you guys my thought process. My thought process is this. I want to go electric. Okay. The Tesla's a nice car, and it's ahead of the game when it comes to electric. It is the electric car. I know there are other cars. I know that other makes and models are, I mean, I know that they're doing this. Okay. But Tesla's been doing this for a long time. Somebody said they're 10 years ahead of the game in the electric game, which I think. I drove one. It was the most insane thing I ever drove. I'm not even joking around. I drove Giannis Papas's car back from the stand one night, and we flew. It was insane. He was like, "You want to drive this thing?" And he's like, "Open it up." It was insane. I was like, I got to get one of these. Truth is, the Tesla car is not that nice looking, especially from the back. It's just not. It's not. The front of the car looks nice. It's got that, like, you know, the round oval lights and the round nose. It kind of has a Porsche. You know, the Tesla 3 kind of has a little bit of like a Porsche look. You know, back of the car is ugly. The back of the car is ugly on the 3. It is. The X and the Y, they're like bubbly. They look like fucking hatchbacks or like, you know, crossovers. It's just not that nice. Okay. Then you got like the Polestar. Now the Lucid, I don't know if you guys saw the Lucid. The Lucid's insane. But the Lucid's like 150K. The Lucid's like 150K, and it's a newer kind of car. And I don't know anything about it. I would have to maybe drive it. But like, you know, it's like, I don't want to get an electric car that's still kind of figuring stuff out and expensive. I'd rather get an expensive car like a Tesla that I know kind of has shit figured out. Okay. Or I could get the Lexus electric, which is coming out in a little bit. Or I can just fucking wait and just fucking drive my car, which is completely fine. So I have some decisions to make with the car. I'm leaning towards the latter. I'm leaning towards just chilling with my car for a while, letting all these electric cars come out, getting a bunch of electric car options in the next couple of years, and then really making a decision and pulling the trigger on something that I really, you know, that I have to have. I thought that was the case with the Tesla. I don't know. If anybody listening to this has a Tesla 3, if anybody listening to this has an electric car, this is actually what I'd really love to hear. If anybody listening to this has an electric car that is not a Tesla, that has a Polestar or a Lucid or a fucking, I'll tell you what, man, even though it looks like a hatchback, that Hyundai, and look at the Hyundai, what's it called? Concept electrics coming out. Dude, they got one black one that looks like a sports car. That is the sickest car I've ever seen in my life. I'm not even joking. Look up Hyundai electric concept black, and it is nuts. So I don't know, but if you guys know anything about the electric car game other than a Tesla, let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you like driving it. Write it on the YouTube. I'll have Andrew look at the comments or whatever, and you know, any feedback on that. But I wish they all drove like a Tesla, because the Tesla is nuts. I just, you know, the Tesla just looks like a, you know, I just, you know, want something that looks like a regular car, especially in the back. You gotta look, man. The thing about a car is you gotta like the lines on it. And if you notice what Tesla does, just like when you buy a house, the real estate pictures are always the great pictures. right? But they always show the front, and the front looks good, but the back of the car is not great. So let me know what you guys think about that. Okay. And holy shit, I'm going long on this TVE. Amanda Heard asked this while leaving. Let's see what this says. We'll do this shit in real time. All right. We'll name this episode In Real Time. Okay. What does it say? All right. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Amanda Heard is it? Oh, what is it? I gotta say. I mean, she's walking out. Oh my God, it's hilarious. Amber, somebody just said, Amber, why the fuck you got a shit on the bed? Oh, dude. Oh my God. All right. Can we be honest here for a second, dude? I don't know if like this is gonna sound so fucking sexist, and I'm not trying to be. My wife's gonna be like, "What do you mean?" Yes, they could. I don't feel like a dude would shit on a woman's bed. I don't. I don't. I don't feel. I don't feel like a dude would do something like that. I feel like it's more of a woman thing. Is that a dickhead thing to say? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But like I don't know. Like I feel like dudes are a little more simple. Like, all right, dude, I just got to get out of here. Like I'm leaving. Like I'm not gonna, dude. To take your pants and underwear off and squat like you're taking a shit on somebody's bed, that's a mental illness. Let's end the podcast there, guys. This weekend, I am going back to one of my favorite clubs on planet Earth. Lord knows Elon Musk will have a comedy club in space. Imagine that. Imagine I was like, guys, I'm doing my first set in outer space. That's right. I'm going up there. It's going to be a crowd of 40. We're all going on the same ship. I'm going to do a set. We're going to eat. We're going to come back. That's going to happen. I will be at Side Splitters, guys, this Thursday, Cinco de Mayo, May the 5th through Saturday the 7th. I'm doing one show Thursday, 2 shows Friday, 3 shows Saturday. Okay, so get your tickets. It's going to be an amazing time. It's an amazing club. I'm going there. I'm doing a bunch of new material, some material from the special, which is coming. And there you go. I can tell you guys this. We're working on a date for the special right now. It's between 2 dates, which is the middle of June or the first week of July. And it is on a major thing. And we're going to be able to maybe know by the end of this week, but I can't, I mean, we know, but I can't make the announcement. But as far as the date, that's when it's going to happen. So I will be bringing some jokes to Tampa that are from the special, but I'm doing a lot of new jokes. So come out, get tickets to that. Buffalo, New York. You guys asked for me. I'm coming for one show only. Thursday, May 26th. We're going to sell this place out. Okay. May 26th, Buffalo Helium Comedy Club, Buffalo, New York. Get your tickets for that. June 3 and 4, I will be back in Atlanta, Georgia at the Punchline. 2 shows Friday, and I believe 3 Saturday. So get your tickets to that. And then June 30th through July 2nd, I will be at the American Comedy Company in San Diego, California. More dates are being added. Go to paulvirzi.com and check those dates out. Also, thank you guys for all the subscriptions to my new YouTube channel that we kind of redid during this pandemic. Okay. We reached 5,000 subscribers. And then after we reached 5,000 subscribers, we almost hit another 1,000 subscribers since then. And we really appreciate all the views. The views are going great. The channel's going great. Thank you all who listen to not only the Virzi Effect, but also the Anything Better podcast that I co-host with Bill Burr. We got more episodes of that coming out. You can go to the Anything Better YouTube channel, subscribe to that. We almost hit, I believe, almost 25,000 subscribers on that. So thank you guys so much for that. Go to all of my social media. It's at Paul Virzi. And I want to thank the 5.3 million views for my Star Wars lightsaber joke from my first special with my daughter. It has 5.3 million views on TikTok, and tomorrow is May the 4th be with you. So I'll be posting that. So you could check that out for more of my stand-up. I know people are asking where my stand-up is. My first special is about to drop on Paramount Plus from Comedy Central, and my second special, you guys already know, is coming to a major one within the next 2 months. So 8 weeks, 7-8 weeks. So there you go. That's it. This has been TVE episode 536. I'll be back in a New York studio with some guests coming up. So thank you. Let me know about the electric car, man. Let me know what I should do. Let me know what you guys, if you know anything about the other ones. And I will talk to you guys soon. Florida, you're up next. I'll see you this weekend. Let's go.